I'm going to give you a puppet story. Y'all can read very well. August 2015, August 5th, 2015. Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Commissioner Davis. All right. It's the Creative Alliance in Both. I'm a member of the Creative Alliance for a long time. So we want to make all this perfectly clear because I was making a movie called Baltimore Rewired. Got a movie called Letters Design too. Got a movie called Racism. Got 14 movies, but Letters Design is the main one. So we're going to start with this. And I'm going to tell you that this is my art studio. I'm writing you this letter so that there's no misunderstandings about my intentions or commitment to the community to build a better Baltimore. I have attended all your town hall meetings in 2014 and the initial one in 2015. I have offered solutions to the problems that face the community. I'm an ex-member of Ceasefire in Lake County, Illinois. I bought the similar program here to Baltimore and implemented it in 2006. I was embarrassed by Governor O'Malley, then mayor, and dealt with gun violence. I was embraced. I was embraced by Governor O'Malley and the mayor. All right. Long story short, y'all knew I had this program going. Y'all participated in the fraud. This is all about Scott Schellenberger and the war on drugs in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. Scott Schellenberger, Greg Bernstein, Commissioner Belfield. It was about the money y'all make off black bodies. The investment in communities, not prisons. All right? So I'm going to tell you what's coming. Took me 13 years to get here. But if you go directly to Nicole Hansen from Out for Justice, she got a blueprint in the event that y'all kill me or something happened to me, because y'all kill activists. And like I said, I did this long before I became a member of Out for Justice. But I left Nicole Hansen with a lot of information. I left her with a blueprint. How the 1993 war on drugs still impacts the black community. Yeah, it still impacts our community. So I got Mr. Clean, and we're going to clean this up. This was a donation from Sunny Hands from Restaurant Depot. Like I said, I'd rather have 1 million friends than $1 million because they can all contribute to the cause. I got this toilet from somebody too. Because see, a toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. And the toilet is my constitutional right of freedom of speech. Now you can go to Lester Holt with this today because I don't want no misunderstandings. I'm showing the role that the media plays in misinformation. Because everything that I'm telling you, Lester Holt got a copy of it. Gayle King has a copy of it. Jane Miller has a copy of it. Adam May has a copy of it. Yeah, Fox 45 got this. Just Jeff Abel, Karen Parks, Kai Jackson. This is the role that the media plays in misinformation, and this is why I shut them down. This is about Mayor Pugh and the prison industry. Y'all want to crucify Donald Trump and impeach him? Well, I want the Democratic Party for corruption and racism. Donald Trump asked for corruption in Baltimore City. I'm going to give it to him on the silver platter. I know where the bones are buried. I know where the bones are. I know where Congressman Cummings' bones is buried. I know the money that he was spending in Baltimore City that he wasn't spending on the people. I know the state of Maryland gets a lot of money off of Alabama prison industry. I know your father destroyed evidence. I know your father participated in fraud. That's the President Trump, so we don't have no misunderstandings about nothing. July 2019. That's President Obama. 2014? So we're talking about racism in America's courts and America's judicial system. And like I said, go to Lester Holt and get this. Last night y'all had a debate. Ivan Bates was there, Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, Hassan Giordano, Luke Broadwater. And these are the questions that I asked. What are you going to do about mass incarceration and ending the illegal war on drugs? That was number one. Number two is, how much of Baltimore City's investment portfolio is tied to the prison industry? Your surety bonds. And this was my last question. What will you do about protecting whistleblowers and enforcing Senate Bill 374, accessing the grand jury? Like I said, I am Dred Scott. That's my constitutional right. Congress shall make no laws respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the freedom or exercise therefore abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and petition the government to redress grievances. I was making a movie. I was making a movie about our government. I was making a movie about the war on drugs. And the Department of Justice got it. Robert Hur said that if I produce evidence that he would investigate. Robert Hur said that I videotaped it. I had to reshoot all the footage that y'all stole from me. Because y'all stole the footage to President Obama so President Trump can get it. This ain't a black issue or a white issue. It's the right issue. And the Department of Justice got it. All right? That's D. Watkins. He signed my toilet. That's Spike Lee. I seen him the other day. I might check the room last week, but y'all wouldn't let me talk to him. He cut in the back door, came in the back, and left out the back. That ain't that New York shit. This ain't going to be just us in 2020. 2020, we're going to file class actions lawsuits. We're going to have all the inmates that have been affected by the war on drugs, and we're going to file a class action lawsuit. If you've been incarcerated, if you've been illegally taken from your homes, we're going to file a class action lawsuit. It's the Minority Report. Yeah, it's the Minority Report. And like I said, this is to prove I was making a movie. Yeah. That's President Trump. That's Kamala Harris. We're going to break the cycle. Yeah, because you ain't going to keep incarcerating us and locking us up. We're going to stand up against this. Like D. Watkins said, fuck the law. I'm building toilets, and it's art and activism. And these toilets are going to expose Baltimore. Yeah, we're going to put these toilets in public places. They're going to be gifts to the city. Because the world is watching Baltimore, and I'm going to give them something to see. We're going to talk about the corruption and the racism. We're going to talk about the corruption and the racism. We're going to talk about my whistleblower's application, how she's denying me access to represent me. We're going to show Kiefer Mitchell, Al Redmer, Dr. Bundy, yeah, Tim Tennyson, Baltimore County State's Attorney's Office, Jane Miller, yeah, dear Governor Hogan, I still have our Christmas gift from the, county executive. I made all this very clear. And Governor Hogan got this. This is about the disbarment and criminally charged Scott Schellenberger. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. Hogan got $9 million advantage. I don't care about your advantage. I want my freedom. I want my justice. Yeah. I want my freedom and I want my justice. And I want a federal and a state audit. Since you bragging about your money, we're going to count it. That was sent to you. That's Judge Bennett. That's Robert Harding from the Department of Justice. That's Brian Frost. That's the controller. Since you want to brag about that $9 million that you got, we want to audit. And here are the people that got this. And you done had it since April of 2019. That's the Department of Justice. Candidates form. Mayor, city, county president. You feel me? I'm a member of Out for Justice. Social media for social change. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm going to sell this to Amazon. I'm going to sell it to whoever want to buy it. But we're going to talk about Congressman Cummings. He's a zero. He's not a hero. Congressman Cummings is a zero. He is not a hero. He's been selling out the black community for millions of dollars. And we're going to prove it right here. I am Dred Scott. Yeah, we're going to participate in this. And you're going to get the letters to my president from 2014. President Obama asked for an investigation in 2008. I was kidnapped, just like Dred Scott. He asked for an investigation. I'm the subject of the investigation. And Governor O'Malley had it. It's the criminalization of poverty, making black people poor. So I'm going to expose you for who and what you are. Chief of Police, Mayor Pugh. Mayor Pugh got to testify because she know all about this. You get this letter from Mayor Pugh, and she signed for it in 2018, so she been sitting on this. This will help Mayor Pugh get out of jail. It's a part of a negotiating chip. Because here go the FBI, Richard McFeely, 2011. Yeah, it's a bargaining chip for Mayor Pugh. If Mayor Pugh snitch on Governor O'Malley, she can get a bus pass. If Mayor Pugh snitch on Governor O'Malley, she can get away. And he can sit here and tell too. Because this is, like I said, a stop snitching video. I'm going to put all y'all out there and make y'all snitch on each other. Because y'all going to have to produce this mail. You're going to have to produce this mail. You're going to have to produce this mail. You're going to have to produce this mail. Because we're talking about the criminalization of poverty. We're talking about being black and white America. Yeah. This was a movie and a documentary about your politics. This was about being black in America, 400 years a slave, 1619 to 2019. Yeah, 400 years. Talking about the money that Judge Turnbull makes, the Judge Turnbull's son makes off of it. You know what I'm saying? Shielding the corruption. Because like I said, follow the money. This from 2009. 2009. Like I said, I've been doing this for 13 years. Public Accommodation Civil Right Act. I got a right to property. I got a right to face my accusers. I got a right that you need to address. Y'all wrote a check with insufficient funds. You wrote a check that your ass can't cash. Because right here is May 5th, 2011. Your client, Mr. Davis, has a DVD, Video Vigilante. Yeah. And it was about Stephanie Rawlins Blake. It was about the money y'all make off of black bodies. There's Mr. O'Neill. Baltimore County Detention Center. Kurt Anderson had this. And Bobby Zirkin is tied to this. Bobby Zirkin got a lot of money off of the prison industry while he was a senator. While he was part of the chair of the Judiciary Committee. He got a lot of money from the bail bondsman. He got a lot of money from the insurance commissioner. He got a lot of money from a lot of people. And that's why he gonna retire, because he got rich. And his law firm is tied to this. Your surety bonds, your 401ks. Yeah. Nick Mosby gonna go too. Because like I said, I can prove everything I'm saying. And the shielding law don't apply to the Baltimore Sun or WBAL. Y'all participated in the fraud. You lied to the public. Like I said, art and activism. I use toilets for my activism. I use toilets for my art. That's Judge Bennett. That's Brian Frost. Y'all got to produce that mail. And that's Judge Turnbull. Y'all got to produce that. That's Al Retmer. This is the new face of old Jim Crow. Yeah, Al Retmer and Governor Hogan. Injustice. We're talking about the militarization of our police departments and our community. We're talking about Baltimore rewired. Racism don't work without black cooperation. So I'm going to show you the black faces that are cooperating with this racist behavior. And I'm going to show you the white people that are the puppeteers behind all of this. Like I said, Bobby Zirkin ain't going to walk away from this. We want a federal investigation. Because right here it says, we are imploring all appropriate officials from the state of Maryland to assist Shorty in his effort to find justice. Not one of y'all opened your mouth. Not one of y'all opened your mouth. Each one of y'all been quiet as a mouse. Each one of y'all been quiet as a mouse. But you running for Congressman Cummings' seat. You got to see me if you like it or not. You running for mayor. You said you give me access to the grand jury. You holding evidence. You holding evidence of corruption in the Democratic Party. And you sign this. You put your signature on that. Mary Mubala, you got to go. Vic Carter, yeah. We're going to talk about WJZ too. I was making a movie about racism. That's my evidence. It's art and evidence. It's not a bomb. That's my producer, Rob Fix. I'm out $2.6 million because I was making a movie about Scott Schellenberger. Yeah. We was making a movie about the Constitution. Now, like I said, you can go directly to the Department of Justice. He got that. He signed for that in 2018. Marilyn Mosby signed for it in 2016. Leon Pinkett seen the evidence. Councilman Costello signed this. Dante Hickman signed this. Todd Oppenheimer signed this. All right? I didn't twist nobody's arm to do this. Can't have a ceasefire if you don't admit you got a war on drugs. TJ Smith signed this, and TJ Smith got a deck of cards, and I'm going to pull y'all's card because Schellenberger is the weakest link. Schellenberger is going to snitch on all of y'all. And like I said, I'm making a movie. Movie's about being black in America. That's Judge Cox. He got a writ of certiorari. That gives me a right to take this to the Supreme Court. That's Chief Judge Turnbull. Like I said, they signed for this. They signed for this. You see that? 13th Amendment. 8th Amendment. Excessive bail. I'm Shorty. I'm Shorty. I'm the one and only. So good I'm illegal. Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. And that's my penitentiary number. Seen Harriet Tubman's great grandniece the other day. All right? And like I said, this is Judgment Day, the Supreme Court. It's my political soapbox. It's toilets. And this toilet going to talk about the 13th Amendment. We're talking about Maryland. I am Dred Scott. Chief Justice Towning. We're talking about slavery reinvented. I talked to Hassan Giordano last night. Hassan seen my work. Yeah, my work is real. I earned that. So like I said, we're making a movie called Baltimore Rewired. I don't have to change nobody's name. When I say Kathleen Hughes, I can say Kathleen Hughes. When I say Jamie Lee Foster Brown, I can say Jamie Lee Foster Brown. I work for Marion Barry. You feel me? I work for Franksky. And I'm in City Hall. Got a movie called Baltimore Rewired. And I'm going to break y'all down. We're going to talk about ALEC, the corporation. And we're going to compare it to the Greater Baltimore Committee. Like I said, Baltimore Rewired. I'm going to break you down and I'm going to do it in your face. Took me 13 years to get here. But we're going to talk about State's Attorney Waller, Bernstein, Schellenberger, and Mosby. The Attorney General Lisa Madigan, Doug Gansler, Brian Frost. State Prosecutor Davitt and Calabrese. Yeah, and this is the good one. U.S. Attorney Generals Rod Rosenstein, Alan Locke, Ronald Davis, Eric Holder, Patrick Fitzgerald, Perez, Capelhoff, and Hardins. Hardins is right there. All right? We're going to show you about black justice and white justice. We're going to talk about the prison industry. Because I've been to the Senate, the Congress. Congressman Brown got this. Elijah Cummings got it. Sarbanes, Dutch, Van Hollen, Kirk, Grassley, Harris, Durbin, Cardins. Y'all got this. And I'm going to fill in the blanks. Y'all seen the video calls the Speaker President Jones and Miller. All right. Pugh and Frost were senators when I did this. I testified in front of both of them. They were Senator Pugh and Senator Frost. Yeah, I'm in everybody's visitor's pass. John Conyers had that before he died. Congressman Brown has it. The Black Caucus got it. Like I said, Zirkin, Lafferty, Boschini, McDonough, Hugh, Ray, Conway, Carter, Bilal, Mosby, Branch, Baltimore County, Baltimore City, Hayes, Mitchell, and Cardins. Making a movie about your justice system. Chief Justice Roberts got this in August of 2007. I told him what I was going to do. Now I'm going to file a writ of certiorari. Judge Cox has my paperwork in his office. And we're going to talk about these judges. Because all these judges had evidence. All of these judges participated in the fraud. There's going to be a lot of cases y'all going to have to reverse and remand. Because like I said, I'm going to file a class action lawsuit. We're going after courts and the corruption in the courts. So Judge Bell, Judge Bennett, Judge Bridges, if y'all don't want to do all these cases, then y'all going to have to give me Schellenberger. Give me Schellenberger or all of y'all gonna lose your retirements. All of y'all gonna go to jail. Just like Operation Greylord in Chicago. That's who I patterned this after. They sent them judges to jail. Y'all can go to jail too. Ask the Department of Justice about Operation Greylord in Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. TJ Smith and Johnny Oleski got this. And it's all about Martin O'Malley's crime machine. Al Repmer know about it. You go to Al Repmer and get my testimony. You go to Brandon Scott, he part of O'Malley's Mom Machine. He's the next generation. Mary Pat Clark, Bill Henry, Jack Young, Middleton. Ryan Dorsey's on my side. Ryan been knowing me since he was 14 years old, 13 years old. He been knowing me for a long time. Tony Bridges was part of Governor O'Malley's Mom Machine in Annapolis. I got phone calls to Governor O'Malley. Tony Bridges was on the phone. Also on the emails. Mayor Dixon, I ain't got no dirt on you. But if I did, believe you me, I'd be digging in you too. Now, Mayor Pugh, you gonna snitch. Because see, on December the 10th, 2010, during Councilman Welch's retirement party, Mayor Dixon called the city council the Dirty Dudgeon. Branch was there. Teller Branch was there and his brother was there. Mayor Dixon called them all the Dirty Dozen because y'all turned your back on Dixon. I was there too and you put me out. Threatened to have me arrested. That was at Welch's retirement party. Councilman Burnett, Dr. Bundy know all about this. Dr. Bundy been a part of this too when he ran for mayor. See, I ain't forgot about you. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Now you can go to Val King from Waukegan, Illinois. That's ceasefire. Warren Brown, WEAA Radio, Mark Steiner, Mark Gunnery. I did a lot of stories with y'all. Yeah. Had a lot of conversations about this corruption. Nobody want to talk about it. Leaders of a beautiful struggle. Y'all don't talk about ending the war on drugs. Y'all just want to keep going back getting that grant money. Circle of voices. Yeah. Let's end the war on drugs and then we can end that grant money. We can end this other shit. You feel me? Because all y'all doing is getting paid off of black tragedies. J. Wendell Gordon, C.D. Witherspoon, Ivan Bates, WOLB. Let's have a conversation about the conversations that we had. I'm talking about your main money in Baltimore. Pat Arrakis, Angelo, and Kevin Plank. Y'all divide the city up. Bart Mitchell, Ed Hill, and Ed Hill Jr. I know where your money at because those are my clients. President Trump, you asked for corruption. President Obama, you asked for an investigation. Well, here it is. Mr. Clean here to clean it up. Come to Baltimore. I got all you need. I got everything you need. Signed, sealed, delivered. Baltimore is all yours.